buddies? It's your girl, AyChristene, and today we're checking out a JaidenAnimations video. This is I Won Mr. Beast's 1 million YouTuber challenge. Now, I didn't actually see the challenge. I know some people were watching the challenge, but I didn't know that she won. Congratulations, Jaiden. Shout out to you. I just knew that the challenge existed. But that's really cool that she won. That's fire. All right, so let's see what happened, what went down, who else was involved. I see right here, it says 50 YouTubers. Goodness. Well, links down below to become a patron to get the uncut reaction to all the shows and anime and things that we be checking out. Just like Max. Just like Joel Roseberry. Just like Mel with a heart. If you... My voice ain't warmed up all the way, so I had to go low instead of high. But, you know, it's cool.
Carl Jacobs popped up in my DMs asking if I wanted to be in Mr. Beast's upcoming video. I'll be honest, my gut reaction was fear. Mr. Beast has basically become YouTube's own mad scientist. He can snap his fingers and shape reality at this point.
Mad scientist, yes, I agree.
Just stay in the comfort of my own home.
And
I felt really honored to be invited, and I just wanted to show up, say hi, and then realistically go home within the first round of eliminations. I accepted the ominous invitation, and before I knew it, was flying to North Carolina, being handed a custom uniform.
It's North Carolina.
All before even knowing what I actually just signed up for.
So you didn't even know
if there was a prize for the winner at this point. Green room, I was expecting to not know anyone, but to my relief, I saw a lot of familiar faces.
Yay.
I even used this time to ask Matt
was in there.
It was like to meet Scott Cawthorn, and he told me FNAF secrets. So already this trip was more than worth it. Eventually, we were herded down a long, mysterious hallway until we saw it. The Mr. Beast cube. After everyone was filed inside, we were told the last person to leave the cube would be deemed the winner.
Okay.
And also win $1 million for their subscribers.
Wow.
This is for $1 million?
$1 million is wild.
The challenge began.
It's a lot.
Immediately, people started jumping in the giant pile of real money that was inside. Throwing handfuls of bills in the air, laughing, mingling. To pass the time,
probably
James and I drew our
smells.
cartoon characters out of dollar bills on the floor.
That's cool.
And ended up giving everyone their own personal vlog camera to document their
really?
challenge. And I think
what about having to use the bathroom?
Was the only person who didn't record a single second of footage on that thing.
Hilarious, really?
I'm not going to use this footage because I'm not going to make a video out of it, and they're going to have plenty of other people's footage to use.
Oh, wow.
Maybe it would have been a good idea to record
something,
just in case.
To use.
I don't know, maybe the Mr. Beast team would end up actually wanting to use some of my footage.
Right.
To say. After maybe an hour or two, Jimmy came out for the first bonus challenge. A single free throw. Missing, you're eliminated, but make it, and not only do you get to come back into the cube, you also win a Cybertruck for one of your subscribers.
What?
They had 50 people's subscribers just in a room waiting for something to happen. I'll be honest, when Jimmy explained the extra credit challenge, I was like, hell no, I'm not going up to miss a free throw and leave immediately after nothing's happened yet. If my subscriber back there knew what was going on, they 100% would have understood they weren't getting called up for nothing. If I remember correctly, maybe 2 people ended up making their baskets and 3 people were eliminated. I could be wrong. I don't
I'm not doing it.
I didn't vlog it. While chatting with friends,
Ludwig
walked up and asked if I wanted to do a dice bet. With nothing else to do, I agreed. And to no one's surprise, I lost. And an evil expression washed over Ludwig's face.
What?
Alright, since you lost, I want you to walk up to Kai Sanat and introduce yourself with, "Hi Kai, I'm Jaiden. So which of my videos have you seen?"
Oh, wow.
Maybe I should have just missed a free throw. Hey Kai, there's someone I want you to meet. Hey man, I'm Jaiden. Nice to meet you.
Oh dear.
So, which of my videos
she really had to say that? Oh,
excuse me?
Goodness.
Holy shit, I'm gonna kill myself.
Goodness. Goodness.
Which of my videos have you seen?
Please, why'd you make her do this?
I'm sorry, I haven't seen any, I don't think.
Goodness.
That's okay. Nice meeting you. Bye. Kai was super chill and nice about it, but oh my god, I wanted to rip my skin off.
Goodness.
I'm stuck in this queue
That's
with him
messed.
without further notice, and it's all Ludwig's fault for this stupid
That
dice.
is messed up.
I hate it in here. Let me out. Oh, hi, Jimmy. We were told to gather up in groups
Nah,
of
hi,
five,
Jimmy.
designating one as a team captain who will have
That is
immunity
messed up.
for the next challenge.
That is messed
I
up.
was with James, Schlatt, Ludwig, and Charlie Moist Critical, using the dice to choose the captain. This time, I actually rolled highest, but reassigned it to Ludwig because I couldn't cope with the idea of possibly being responsible for a teammate's elimination. And then it was revealed captains would just have to assign their teammates a shape for the Squid Game honeycomb.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay. Well, I definitely overthought that one.
Right, you did.
James got circle, Charlie was star, and Schlatt unfortunately got umbrella. The
that's messed up.
And everyone started deploying various different strategies to get their cookie shape out.
Right.
Charlie used a new technique called huck as much spit as you can into the tin to dissolve it all. It was really gross.
That is disgusting.
The tin almost to the top with spit.
That is
By
disgusting.
The end, 2 people with stars were eliminated, and not a single umbrella made it through.
Right.
Bye, Schlatt. It was very funny seeing Mr. Beast lift the lid off Charlie's tin
that's
and
disgusting.
immediately reel back in disgust.
That's disgusting.
A total of 14 out of 50 people have now been eliminated, leaving 36 people. Honestly, that was good enough for me. Losing at any point going forward was already further than I was anticipating. We were fed our little thing of rations and left to wait again. It probably doesn't seem like long in Mr. Beast's video, but it was like 9 p.m. by the time we began the second real challenge. After being directed to choose a partner, James and I shook hands, ready to take on the next
is this going to be against each
and
other?
Froze as it was revealed we had just chosen our own opponent.
Right.
Another Squid Game tactic. I probably should have seen it coming.
Right,
I just didn't expect the double up. The Beast staff revealed the next challenge as they rolled in a giant Jenga tower. Winner stays, loser walks. Unfortunately, the very first game of giant Jenga between KSI and AJ ended up taking literally 2 hours.
2 hours?
In our heads. We all kind of figured we probably didn't have the time to play Jenga for the next 30 hours. But just as AJ won, KSI hoisted him over his shoulders and ran out of the cube. Huge drama! Everyone was freaking out. AJ was stunned. No one knew what to do. Was that illegal? Can you just carry people out of the cube? We had everyone take a vote, and pretty much everyone opted to bring AJ back in. Yes, out of kindness of our hearts, but also out of fear of being manhandled. So Giant Jenga was a bust. Production ended up scrambling to try and find like 12 sets of normal Jenga at midnight in North Carolina.
Oh,
a feat that seems impossible, but I feel like Jimmy could just call up the president of Jenga and have it all delivered via helicopter within 30 minutes. It took a bit, but the slightly larger
they did.
than normal,
Walmart? Did they go to Walmart? Oh, maybe Walgreens.
As our game was going on, James and I ended up making a pact that whoever was eliminated would relay to the outside world that the other was okay. Because we didn't have our phones, by the way. Our friends only knew we were in the Mr. Beast cube and haven't responded for 14 hours. Our game of Jenga was pretty intense. Eventually, it got to the point where as I was watching James pull out a final piece, I realized there wasn't any left for me to safely remove.
Oh, crap.
I'm about to be eliminated.
Oh, goodness.
And a flash of bliss washed over me. Sure, I'll be gone, but that's okay. I'll be set free
You're
into
free.
the outside world again. The cube is harsh, unforgiving. It's
unforgiving,
taken so many
hilarious.
of my friends from me. The glass floor is hurting my butt. I'm ready to go now.
Oh, and he lost.
And deeper into the trenches I went.
Yes.
James being eliminated meant I was moving on to Cube Day 2. What a miracle.
Do you get to sleep somewhere else?
Jenga games was like watching an active war zone. People were focusing, cheering, sweating, praying. Towers were falling one after the other at the feet of now eliminated players. It was brutal. And also still taking way too damn long, man. Can I go to bed? The last game left to finish was between Quackity and a popular Brazilian creator, Aldino. Apparently, when it was revealed the challenge was Jenga, Aldino turned to Quackity and admitted he was a Jenga pro.
Really?
Quackity had never played. Not the situation you want to be. Quackity half-jokingly asked Aldino if he wanted to play rock, paper, scissors instead, to which he replied, no.
Right. No, I want to play this.
3 hours into this single game, the two of them were neck and neck. Genuinely the most cracked round of Jenga possibly ever. Everyone in the cube was gathered around watching Quackity slowly pulling out the very last piece in the skeleton of a Jenga tower. Just as he was about to make it, and Aldino asked, rock, paper, scissors? Quackity looked up at him.
Too late.
It was over. And Aldino tried to hang in there, but in the end, he fell. 18 people.
Oh, this is like the Fall Guys
all right, it's 3 a.m.
thingy.
Let's go to bed. I genuinely thought they would let us go back to our hotel rooms for the night, but
they carted in beds.
Man, now this is.
But what if you have
great.
some? Oh, I snore when I
sleep.
sleep.
In the Mr. Beast cube,
Right.
sleeping next to a bunch of people I
snore
barely know, and
very
I was probably
badly.
just gonna get eliminated first thing in the morning.
Oh, I
anyway.
snore like
As
a
I was
little
getting
bear.
ready for bed, Kai walked by. Hey, I gotta check out your videos sometime. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I lost a bet to Ludwig, and he made me say that. Oh shit. Okay, damn. Oh, well, that makes falling asleep a bit easier.
Right.
Thank God he only thought I had a huge ego for 19 hours straight.
Oh,
Crisis
goodness.
averted. In the morning,
Poor
production
Jaiden.
had to prep for filming
That's
again,
messed up
which
that
meant
Ludwig
they
made
turned
her
on
go up to
every
somebody
single
and do
light
that.
in the building, flash banging all of us. They were turned off, and then these loud ass brrr sounds from construction started
to try to
blasting.
make
They turned
them
the lights on again a few minutes
not
later,
comfortable
but this time in a
or
crazy
not last
strobe
long.
light effect for some reason. After breakfast rations, Jimmy returned, pointed to the entrance hallway, and in walks AyChristene with too
he
much
enters the
energy
coon.
for a group of people that just had the weirdest sleep of their lives.
Right.
All
They
you
like
guys have the
ruined their
chance to
sleep.
vote Speed into the cube to join you in challenges. The kind thing to do was to let him in, but we all just survived trenches.
Right.
No one could even understand.
Y'all went through this.
We were trauma bonded together. And also, it wouldn't be fair. The majority of us moved to the voting side of no. Admittedly, me too. Mainly because I was a bit scared of him. Speed looked at Kai. At least shake my hand, man.
No, don't.
You're gonna pull me out. As the two of them argued about a friendly handshake, Ludwig stepped up. I'll shake your hand, Speed. His hand now extended to Ludwig. The moment their hands touched, Speed started yanking Ludwig towards the outside.
Oh my
world.
goodness, did you let go?
Screaming and panicking. We couldn't lose one of our cube brothers like this.
Cube
Ludwig
brothers.
was holding onto the support beam.
Right.
Some of the guys managed to pull him back.
Okay,
in,
they got him in.
Speed walked out, unable to take any souls with him. He exclaimed, "This ain't the last time you're gonna see me." And I remember all y'all's faces.
Oh wow. What a villainous
Challenge 3 was steal
departure.
or no steal. Basically a modified version of deal or no deal.
Right.
Some cases have the word safe in them, others say eliminated. One person looks inside a selected case, and the other decides whether they want to steal it or no steal it. And also Howie Mandel was there. Hi, Howie, big fan.
Oh, he
People
was?
started getting eliminated one by one, others securing safety. Eventually, Ludwig was up at the podium asking if anyone wanted to volunteer to go up. At this point, the ratio of safe cases was very high. 60% in favor of safe.
So she was doing like that poker math.
Messier from there. I volunteered. Ludwig looked inside his chosen case, looked up, and told me it was safe. I knew mathematically I should steal the case, but I've been burned by math before. As I started hesitantly saying I was gonna steal, Mr. Beast suddenly burst out saying Ludwig's heart rate was spiking. By the way, he was wearing a heart rate monitor, which made me scared it was actually an elimination case, and he was excited at the idea of avoiding going home. Last minute, I decided to let him keep the case. It was the safest play. If it said eliminated, then good, I dodged a bullet. If it was safe, then at least I'm not actually eliminated yet. I just have to play again.
Oh, okay.
Shit. It was now my
was
turn
actually
to bring
safe.
someone up. Even though I didn't want to pick a friend out of fear of getting them eliminated, more than that, I didn't want to be up there with someone I didn't know. I picked Quackity. He came up to the podium. I grabbed case number 2. It says safe. My plan was to tell the truth, but in the most unconfident and nervous way possible. I was deploying every bit of body language knowledge I could think of, making myself look as guilty as possible as he asked me various questions. We went back and forth for a bit until your eyes looked down as you said the case was safe, which indicates guilt.
Oh, so he was using...
I think you're lying. I'm not gonna steal it. Without a word, I shifted the case onto its back, unlatched it. Safe. It was worth sleeping in the cube. Oh my god, the relief, you have no idea. After everything finished,
deployed those tactics.
And unfortunately, Quackity ended up being one of them. 10 people. I know it's a dog-eat-dog world inside the cube.
Apparently.
But when you're left to sit with your fellow contestants for hours on end between challenges, waiting for Jimmy Beast to send you all through another round of cube stress, you really start bonding with the survivors. It was pretty sad
also, like,
them go. Hours passed until
the fact that she did the ploys
struck again, and we were told to partner up once more. Alex and I had really gotten to chat and hang out together as the only girls
are you
left
versus?
At this point, so we paired up. Everyone was blindfolded and told to sit tight until they were ready, which is ominous. The two of us were strategizing and figuring out each other's strengths and weaknesses for whatever was coming our way, only to be unblindfolded and see the entire cube transformed into a kitchen. It was a cooking battle. We're actually fucked. What? Alex started panicking, saying she can't cook for her life. We were freaking out. Then Mr. Beast brought out the judges. Professional competitive eater Joey Chestnut, Miranda Cosgrove, hi big fan, and Speed. Bottom two teams are eliminated.
Crap!
Time starts now.
He's gonna use his vengeance
with a slice of chocolate cake under the fancier title of American Comfort Food.
Okay.
The only two women left in the challenge can't cook, and they're trying their fucking best.
What did they?
Check in on everyone. And eventually Speed was at our station. So when you all were voting to let me in, which side were you on? Well, originally we were on the side of no because we were a bit intimidated, but we ended up switching to a yes at the last minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I switched. All right, cool. Because you know I don't forget, right?
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Later on during the challenge, Mac and Nolan from the Beast team came up to ask what we were making. At the time, I was grating up Feastables to sprinkle onto our cake for decoration.
Smart. That's smart.
I thought, it would be funny to have them ask what we're making, and it's just their own brand of chocolate. So I was like, close your eyes and open your mouth, and gave Mac a piece of chocolate. And immediately, without chewing, he was like, is this Feastables? And I was like, yeah. And he kind of stood there for a second with his mouth still open. And Nolan was like, oh, he's allergic. And they both had to leave.
No.
Oh my god, guys, I felt so bad. I apologized so much when he came back. Max said it was fine and was a good sport about it. But I still have so much guilt about being such an idiot. What am I gonna make some presented first with their fried chicken and asparagus dish? The judges all really enjoyed it, giving them a total of 26 points. Which is really unfortunate because I definitely thought Speed was gonna hold a bigger grudge against Ludwig and take their score. We went next, and thankfully they really liked our food too. Joey was the first to score us and ended up giving us a 10 out of 10. And in the moment,
great
as
mac
a
and
joke,
cheese.
I wanted to turn around and flip off Ludwig as a friendly fake gloat, but I accidentally turned around and flipped off a Mixum, and I felt so bad again. He was not the intended target, and now I was just being rude. This challenge was going horribly. Not because of the cooking part. I've just been non-stop fumbling socially. We also got a total of 26, putting us at a tie with the French boys. But now, Logan Paul and Nick DiGiovanni were presenting. And I haven't mentioned it yet, but Nick is actually a goddamn chef. They even gave us all his own cookbooks as a helpful tip for the challenge, which is just a nice twist in my opinion.
With a forward by Gordon Ramsay?
Out of the park, got a 29. The judges were their plates. After them was Kai and AJ, who had a great presentation, but their food, not so much. They got a 16. After Speed got up and started smashing the plates on the ground. Logan Paul saw this and got really excited because he wanted to smash plates too. Without thinking, he ran out to join Speed, and we all shouted at him in panic. Confused at the sudden change in the air, Logan looked back at us before realizing he left the cube.
He ran
to this
out?
Day, none of us are truly sure if he did it for the content or it was a genuine accident. In his defense, the set was so cosmetically different that it really did feel like we weren't in the cube anymore. Either way, he content created too close to the sun, and even though he had a guaranteed spot in the finals, he was eliminated. The last team of Rubius and Spriter went up with their Spanish tortilla, but turns out Spriter is a huge fan of Speed, so he made a special Thai dessert just for him that the other judges weren't allowed to eat, which is honestly hilarious. We all held our breath as the judges flipped through their scores.
Taste? Oh, of course he gave a 9.
22. Alex and I made it to the finals. I never in my life thought I was gonna be getting this far, and suddenly realized
with a cooking challenge.
I need to actually think about what I would do if I won. I went into this thing not even knowing if there was a prize at all, and was now facing the reality that I could win the whole thing. Hours passed as the five of us sat together in the cube until Mr. Beast emerged for the final time. Someone was about to win $1 million for their subscribers, and it all came down to this last challenge. Honestly, among the group, there wasn't a single person I thought didn't deserve to win. Everyone left were good people who all wanted to do something really positive with the money. It was great getting to know them all over the course of 2 cube days, and I was really proud to be standing next to them in the finals. 5 briefcases were piled in the center, one for each finalist. We were to each take one, peek inside our chosen case, and within the next 10 minutes, discuss who to vote out. If you're voted out and your briefcase is empty, you're eliminated. But if you're voted out and your case has the $1 million inside, you win instantly. It was basically like Reverse Among Us. The first round started, we all grabbed a case, peeked inside. Holy shit, I grabbed the $1 million case round 1. I started shaking. I didn't know what strategy to use. I didn't know how to make myself look like I should be voted out. And during the discussion time, it definitely showed because I was really quiet and nervous the whole time. The 10-minute discussion wrapped up. We all unanimously wrote our votes down, and it fell into a tie between voting out Ludwig and somehow me. We had a few minutes to discuss again and recast votes, but Alex and Nick were able to figure out I voted for myself, so Ludwig was eliminated. The cases were reshuffled. We each grabbed one. I pulled it again. In that moment, I froze. Since I was in the hot seat last round, I was probably gonna fly pretty under the radar this time. You thought? Someone else is gonna be voted out, and I statistically will not see this case ever again. If I'm not voted out
if each time she gets the 1 million...
The second round began, and it was pretty much a blur from there.
Really?
I was trying to talk more because being quiet last round got me found out. I was still flying too under the radar. Amidst trying to keep up with the conversation, strategize, and hold myself together, I couldn't find my win con. With a few minutes left, Amixem said something that I think shifted the entire game.
What?
What are the odds Jaiden pulled the $1 million case twice? There it was. Gambler's fallacy saved me. Save me, Gambler's fallacy. I couldn't mess this up. I don't know what to say to that one. Everyone's attention was now on me. And I could tell they were all thinking about what was just thrown into the ring.
Right.
We all looked down at our papers. I wrote my name as quietly as possible, worrying the sound of the letters were gonna out me.
Goodness.
Jaiden. Alex. Jaiden.
Jaiden.
They voted me out. I slowly walked to the middle of the podium with my briefcase. In that moment, I was the only one who knew what had just happened. Everyone leaned in as I unlatched the case.
Because she just won.
And revealed the $1 million. I won.
She just won.
Confetti cannons blasted. Everyone immediately started
She just won.
All the eliminated contestants left in the green room ran out screaming and jumping around me in celebration.
So they were like watching?
Emotional reason. So yeah, I won $1 million to give away to my subscribers.
Oh wow.
That is a Looney Tunes amount of money.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
All agreed that whoever won the $1 million would give the other four $100K each to do something for their subscribers.
That's nice. That's nice.
$400K will be going to Ludwig, Alex Botez, Amixem, and Nick DeGiovanni. With the remaining $600K, I decided to put it towards paying for as many people's art degrees as possible.
That's
really
great.
Going into the art field right now between the animation industry hitting the rough patches, AI threatening to take artist jobs. The overall career path is extremely intimidating and difficult to break into. I really like to encourage and make it easier for some of the up-and-coming artists by being able to send them through art school stress-free. I have no idea how to set it all up, but I'm currently working with as many qualified people as I have available to me to make it happen. As my and Mr. Beast's team figures it out, I'll keep you all updated through my Twitter. We'll get it sorted.
I okay.
The Mr. Beast cube ready to just talk to my friends and screw up in the first challenge, but instead I was isolated from the world for 48 hours.
You won.
My peers fall one by one.
Hilarious. Not them dying.
With $1 million.
Wow.
Thank you, Carl, for inviting me. Thank you to all my friends who made the cube so much more enjoyable. Thank you, Mr. Beast, for creating this incredible opportunity that you now use to support artists. Despite being put through cube trenches, I had a really great time.
I'm happy for her.
Huge thanks to the Beast crew for making it all happen. It was something I'll never forget or experience ever again.
That's hilarious. She said hopefully.
If you're an artist currently enrolled in arts,
that's really, really cool. And I think that it's A, on brand, and then B, like, very amazing the fact that, you know, A, that she won. But I mean, what's on brand is the fact that, you know, supporting people via an art degree. That's really cool. Like arts, like giving them art scholarships. That's really fire. That's really, really cool. That's fire. Congratulations, Jaiden. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. Now I'm like, I want to watch it now because I want to see like her journey and what, like, if they caught a lot of the stuff that happened to her. Poor baby. But yeah, I'm really happy for her. That's really awesome. And if you are an artist, make sure you are following Jaiden. Obviously, if you're in this video, you're watching it because I'm reacting to a Jaiden video. But make sure that you know, sign up. Do it. That's really fire. That's really, really cool. And that's awesome because that's definitely something that, like, I love helping people. So I love that she was able to do something like this and help people like that. That's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Links down below to become a patron to get the uncut reaction to all the shows that we check out. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies, toodles.